Come on. All right, another quick little video for Rosie, the sweetest angel. We're definitely moving at a little bit slower of a pace just because she's definitely warmed up to me a lot. She seems really excited when I bring her out. She's just kind of a lollygagger. She's not super food motivated and easily distracted. These aren't insults, these are just characteristics that I've picked up on. And it kind of makes me laugh, like when I'm trying to lure her and do new things with her. She has this like the most innocent, sweetest, like I don't feel like it kind of attitude ever that I've ever seen with dog training. So like little tiny things that normally like I go through pretty quickly with dogs, she's kind of like, meh, I don't really want to. So like a sit, for instance. I don't know if she sits with you, but it's been like a goal for me to get her to just sit on command. She just has really fought it. And it's not been this like rude, stubborn thing or like a shutdown behavior at all. She's just like, what? I don't understand. So lots of like compulsion with her to kind of like, I don't want to say a lot of compulsion, but using a little bit of compulsion mixed in with luring to help her understand what I'm looking for. Rosie, come here. So sit. Good. We finally have it to where she'll sit on command. Again, if she's been doing that with you, that's great. For me, it was like this thing where I would lure her and she would put, basically her head would be on her back in the lure. She'd follow the lure, but she just wasn't connecting that she needed to also put her butt down on the ground. Okay. I have switched her to a prong collar solely for the fact that I want to give her a little bit more information as far as leash pressure goes. She was really kind of pushing in a lot with other sources like the slip lead or just a regular leash. Like she was kind of willing to deal with all of that pressure and not really responding to it. So things like sniffing the ground and blowing me off and ignoring me, she was almost creating like a stronger response to that because she was able to just kind of like dig into that leash pressure. So I used the prong just to give her a little bit more information that she's responsive to. So anytime we're walking, if she starts to put her head to the ground and start sniffing, I just kind of pull her back into my space. And the thing with the prong collars, the communication behind it is what's really important. So like I don't want to yank and crank on her, I'm not dragging her around or anything like that. Yes. I really just want to create a little bit of tension. If she's really ignoring it, then I might do like light little taps. Like right there was like a guy was just walking past the window. And as soon as she moves into that source of pressure, I'm gonna make it go away and we're gonna go back over to reward. So I'll say yes, or mark and reward that. So yes. I kind of want to show her, help her understand the picture of what I'm looking for. We've mostly graduated out of the training room. We're starting to do things around the neighborhood, walking around, we're working on her heel. But I really had to spend a lot of time establishing those fundamentals in here because she is so easily distracted. Come on. So let's go. Again, anytime she kind of blows me off, come on, let's go. Good. I can just apply a little bit of that leash pressure. Good. To give her the information that I'm looking for. Take it. Sit. Good. Wow, good girl. I'm gonna have to. No, sit. Good. Please. Good. Such a smart girl. Lots of impulse control, working on her being on her place while I move around the room. Sometimes I'll throw food place, but no, good. And I just want to help her understand that she's responding to the words and not so much actions around us. Nope. Good. Place. Good. Very nice. And this is just a skill set that I'll help her, will help her outside of this room and in the context of training. Lots of name recognition. Rosie, come. Yes. And that leash is really there. Okay. That leash is there to help her from finding value in ignoring me, basically. I think that's kind of what she's gotten used to is we say her name, Rosie, blah, 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 all of these things. And she's like, let's do this stuff over here. I'll come to you when it's convenient for me. So I want to eliminate that and create new habits of when I say your name or when I ask you to come to me, you just have to do it. There is good stuff waiting for you when you do that for me, but you don't get to just go reinforce yourself elsewhere. Next week we'll be starting our, oh, we could sit our off-leash portion, which I know is the ultimate goal with her around horses. I have a horse farm too, so I'll probably, maybe not next week, but the following week, take her out and work her around my animals and stuff. So give her a little bit of freedom on the farm, working around those types of distractions. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. She's doing really well. I'm really happy with how much she's opened up to me. She gets really excited. She does all the little squeakies. We're going to start doing much more next week with distractions, going on field trips, Home Depot, PetSmart, the park, and things like that. I want to expose her to all of those things so she understands how to do all the stuff in here and in the neighborhood, and how to do that in different types of situations so we can improve those behaviors. Right? You said it. Okay. All right. We're all done with the video. Crazy girl.